What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I'll put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. This video is entitled Fasting from Negativity. Like, sometimes people take a fast, like a religious fast. And sometimes, I didn't realize people are so addicted to negativity. And I did realize it, but I just don't really rock with it like that. But sometimes I would just suggest you fast from negativity. Like, if you're overly stressed out, it might be because you got an addiction to drama. You can't have a positive outlook and a positive direction if you're if you're indulging in negativity and shenanigans and drama. Sometimes you gotta chill out, back up a little bit. Same thing, part of fasting from negativity is you gotta take a good look at your circle. How positive is your circle? Are the people that you're hanging around in company of, are they positive people? Or is it just one of those situations, where you're surrounded by negativity and shenanigans? Because that could make your life worse, just in my personal opinion. Because if you're looking at, and your friends are always, people go through things, I can say that, but it's not about necessarily going through things. It's about the idea that, you can't overcome anything. You're always a victim. I think that makes no sense, But if your friends are people who can handle adversity, that says something good about you too. Because, you're there. You're in the mix. So, just my opinion on that part of it to a degree. Because it's the same thing when it comes to, the food you're eating. Are you eating healthy? I mean, when you're fasting, are you intaking things that are nutritious, or are you taking in toxins? I just want to, ask, like, can you fast from the negativity? Can you stop putting negative foods into your body? Do you have to have 13 honey buns consecutively? Do you really? Is it really worth it? For some people, maybe it is. To me, it's really not that worth it. Have your moments where you have your little sugar rush. That's cool. Same thing about, alcohol and smoke. Is it necessary? That much? Like, that much? Like, do you need it that much? That, you start being detrimental. You can't do the things you used to do. You can't have fun because you've ingested too much toxic material. You got to ask that question. So, can you fast from the negativity? When you're watching television, can you watch more positive, progressive entertainment? Is that too difficult? Maybe you have to scale it back some. Everything doesn't have to be drama filled and anger filled and plots and schemes and killing and all that other stuff. Can you just try a little bit more uplifting story than that? Can you do that? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I don't know. But you might want to try. Same thing with the music you listen to. Can you fast from negative music? Because sometimes, when when people get into your car and roll with you, or you kicking and somebody comes to your house and y'all watching television and they're looking at what you're looking at, and they're listening to what you're listening to, and it might make some people uncomfortable, like, man, what is with all the drama? What is with all the negativity? But you might just think it's normal. And then they might start putting two and two together. This is why you have such an attitude problem, because guess what? You spent all this time watching all this negative stuff, listening to all this negative stuff, and it makes complete sense why you have so much negativity surrounding you, why you're willing to engage in negative relationships or interactions. Can you disengage? Can you fast from negative conversations? The old quote, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Can you just, you know what? I ain't going to do it because I don't even feel like it right now. And to me, that says a lot. Some people can. Some people have an issue with that. Some people don't. To me, it ain't that difficult. Because what winds up happening is when you engage in negative conversations, see, some people get turned on by it. And like, to me, there's a difference between talking trash and actually just being negative. Like, you talking trash, everybody knows you're playing, but some people, you see, they get addicted and they get a rush and turned on by, negative conversations. Whether it's normally about other people, not necessarily about themselves, because I noticed that when involved in negativity, you it's always them and not you, But if you fast from negative conversations, the drama doesn't come up. Like, sometimes, negative conversations just make me angry. Like, it's just shifting the energy of, I was feeling so good until I had this bad conversation. So now I got to work my way back into feeling good again, because this bad conversation just dragged me into a area that I didn't want to even be in. A mental space I didn't want to even participate in. But for some people, this is their day-to-day life. I don't get it, but it is what it is. So, same thing about even relationships. Can you fast from the negativity in your relationship? Some people are together because misery loves company. And the minute you introduce anything other than misery, then it's a problem. You introduce a little peace, now you got a problem. You introduce respect, now you got a problem. You introduce codes of conduct, now you got a problem. And that's because, misery has become the standard. Drama has become the standard. Negativity has become the standard. And you don't know how to relate to the person unless there's negativity involved. You can't have a conversation unless there's negativity involved. You can't have affection and intimacy if there's no negativity involved. You can't have sex if there isn't any negativity involved. And if you can you fast from that negativity to the point where to see where you actually stand or want to stand? And I think some people are scared of a life without drama, of a life without animosity, of a life without conflict resolution. Some people live off of stress, and we all going to deal with stress, but a lot of times people I'm talking about, they create stress, back to back to back to back to back. for whatever reason. But, you know, me personally, if I was you, I'll fast. Just fast from negativity. But I'm done. Like, share, subscribe. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.